Welcome to part 1 of the demonstration of QQWebAgent from QQ Solutions. Ongoing trends with technology, the insurance industry, and customer feedback have helped QQ Solutions develop and release our latest web product, QQWebAgent, the consumer portal that adds real-time auto insurance quoting to your agency's website. We understand that you are our most valued asset, and you are constantly looking for ways to generate new leads and improve business processes. And one of the easiest ways is by offering services to consumers which they can access themselves at their own leisure and without having to call or email your office for quotes. Today, with direct carriers and companies offering online quoting, you need to leverage the internet in order to differentiate your agency from the competition. And QQWebAgent gives you the tools to do just that. In this demonstration, we will be showing you QQWebAgent, a web widget that plugs into your agency's website, giving consumers the ability to quote 24/7, 365 days a year. We will also show you how to utilize the utility for agency administrators to set up the defaults and the questions that display on the application to the consumer. For demonstration purposes, we have installed QQWebAgent on our website, QQSolutions.com. As you can see, QQWebAgent integrates seamlessly with no separate pop-ups or additional pages that display. The application can be customized to give QQWebAgent the same look and feel as your agency's website. You have the ability to upload your agency's logo to include on the start page of the application from within the utilities of our online account management system. Most of the fields you will see displayed for input of information are controlled by this utility. It allows you to determine which questions or defaults are displayed on the consumer portal. In addition, you can give customers the options of choosing their language preference as well. The preferences are English and Spanish. We will review the utility available in our online account management system in part 2 of the demonstration for QQWebAgent. As the consumer begins entering information, this starts the lead generation process. Since the information is being entered on your website, each lead is yours. The lead will only be sent to your agency. Let's begin the quoting process. The consumer will click the Start button. Here they will enter basic information about themselves, such as their physical address and their email address. After this information has been entered, the consumer can click on Next or click on the Drivers tab. We will click on Add Driver. This brings up a form for a consumer to fill out more information. After the consumer puts in their first name and their gender, you will notice the driver icon shows the gender and the first name. If I was to change either, let's change the gender from female to male, the icon will change as well. If you require the consumer to fill out more information, they will need to do so at this time before continuing on. For demonstration purposes, we're going to go ahead and add another driver onto this quote so you can see how multiple drivers display here within QQWebAgent. After fully completing the driver's information, we'll move next to Vehicles. Here we're going to click on Add Vehicle. And now we are going to fill in our vehicle's information. You will notice after entering the vehicle's make and model, the vehicle icon changes. This is so the consumer can easily know what vehicles they have on the quote in case they ever need to come back and edit any information. If a consumer ever needs to go back to another tab to edit information, they can simply use the Previous button and it will take them back to the tab they were on before. We will next move on to Coverages. Here the consumer will see all the coverages offered from your agency. All they will need to do is click the drop-down next to each coverage and select the one that best suits them. Throughout QQWebAgent, you will have also noticed round blue icons with a small letter I contained within them. What these icons are used for is they can explain more information to the consumer regarding whatever selection they happen to be on at that time. So as I put my mouse over the I next to bodily injury and property damage, a box opens up so the consumer can be better informed about the coverage they are about to select. Now we have the information disclosure. It is important for you to know that consumers must check here that they acknowledge that a credit report may be used to determine their rates. This is needed because of credit carriers that may pull credit in order to have the rate returned to the consumer. Now let's go ahead and quote. To do so, we're going to go ahead and click on Rates, and let's see what rates are returned to the consumer. You'll notice that QQWebAgent returns rates very quickly and gives consumers the option to have someone contact them, go back to change information, or if need be, start over. So you can see the process for consumers to get quotes is really quite simple. They don't have to jump around to different carrier sites to get quotes. Of course, there is more to this consumer portal than just what the consumer sees. As I mentioned earlier, there's a utility that enables agency administrators to control what the consumer sees and what happens once a quote is generated. The utility is accessible through our online account management system. Please refer to Part 2 of the QQWebAgent demonstration to see this utility. That concludes Part 1 of the demonstration for QQWebAgent. I hope you found the demonstration informative. For any questions, please contact 800-940-6600. Thank you.